welcome to another reading vlog. My name is Caitlin, and for this video I wanted to read Christmassy reads. The first book I'm starting with is Good Spirits by B.K. Morrison, which was my book of the month pick for December. I just resubscribed in November, so this has been really exciting to get to pick and receive a book every month, but I definitely wanted to go with the Christmassy option for December. And I am so far, I want to say about 120 pages in. I'm not totally sure because I listened to some on audio earlier today and I just haven't updated my physical copy. But we have our main character, Harriet, who now I believe owns and works at her aunt's antique shop. And she seems pretty happy in her life, but is kind of estranged from her family. They seemed a bit like the rich, uptight type. So we're not exactly sure what happens yet with that. But one night she is in her living room and then this man, Nolan, shows up and she's very concerned as to why there is a man in her living room. And he says, "I'm a ghost." And she's like, "I don't believe you." But he is her ghost of Christmas past, and he was sent to make her jolly, happy again. And they go back into some of her key memories. They don't get to choose. It's just sort of part of the magic. And it takes her back to her childhood in one memory. And they're both a little confused, especially Nolan, because he is a ghost of Christmas past every year, and every other person that he's been assigned to has been actually just not good people, and Harriet is a good person, so they're both wondering why he was sent to, you know, make her a better person, because she is already quite a good person. Nolan thinks there's a bit of a mystery there, thinks that Harriet is hiding something, but this is also a romance book, so we have a little bit of feelings going on and whatnot. I think they're both really funny characters and kind of in the way they're not trying to be. Like at one point in the book, I think he even admits that he's not funny. And I was sitting there reading it thinking that, yeah, you have actually been funny this whole time. I had made a note in the beginning that I thought I really liked their communication. They had some quick conflict, but cleared things up very quickly. However, then something later on happens, and the way Nolan reacted and just something he said, I don't know, just didn't sit right for me necessarily. He was definitely intending to be cruel, which he acknowledged and was sorry for and everything, but I just didn't really like that happened to begin with. But overall, I'm really enjoying this book so far. Definitely a great get into the Christmas spirit, vibe, atmosphere, and just, it's been done really well where it's not cheesy either. So I've been really enjoying this. It's perfect for this season, and I'm really looking forward to why Nolan was sent to her, what's going on with that, and then we did have something happen that shouldn't be happening. Anyway, overall, really enjoying it, and I will update you guys when I have further thoughts. It has been a couple of days since I last spoke to you, and unfortunately since then I did in fact finish Good Spirits, and I say unfortunately because I did not film anything. I don't think I filmed any b-roll, did not give you guys another update on my thoughts, but I did in fact finish. I was visiting some family, so just didn't really pull out the camera. Was on a plane and read a lot. Anyway, you will actually see a clip of that though, because that was my very first class experience. So I was very excited, had to catch a quick clip there. But anyway, as I said, finished Good Spirits by B.K. Morrison, and I really enjoyed this book overall. I ended up giving it a 4 stars. I loved these characters. They were both so likable. I did mention that one part where I didn't fully appreciate a comment that Nolan had made, but other than that one scene, their relationship was so amazing. Nolan really stands up for Harriet. Harriet has a family that sucks. They are quite wealthy, and they expect the entire family to be lawyers and just very successful at that career as well. And Harriet didn't necessarily fit the mold that her parents saw for her, and because of that, they are just horrible to her, really. And we do get to see a scene where Nolan really just is there for her and sticks up for her and is just everything that she needs. I was very curious about the ending of this book. I've only read, I believe, one other sort of paranormal romance, and that was The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston, which I did really enjoy as well. But with that one, I don't want to give away anything for either of the books, but in that novel, the paranormal relationship that is growing, both people are in the same time, whereas this one, Nolan, you learn, has passed away, I believe, the early 1900s. So just kind of throughout the whole book, and especially towards the end, curious as to how it would end up working out and everything like that. But it's a romance novel. Read it and see for yourself. But I did really enjoy this. It brought a tear to my eye at some points, and just overall was such a truly merry, festive book. The scenery for Christmas is really perfect. Like I said, I didn't really find it cheesy. Some people might, but I just thought it was perfect for this time of year and just exactly what I was looking for in a holiday romance. So like I said, overall, really enjoyed. Gave this book a 4 stars and would recommend. So it has been a few days since I updated you on holiday romance. Maybe not even a few days. When did I start this? I'm not sure, but I'm now 54% of the way in, which is halfway. And I am really enjoying this book, but we are following Andrew and our female main character. We are only getting our female main character's point of view. I do think getting Andrew's would be really interesting, but they are these friends who end up accidentally on a flight together from Chicago to Ireland. They're both from Ireland and going to spend the holidays there. Andrew and his family are very big Christmas people, so making it home for the holidays and spending time with each other is something that's always been really important. Our female main character, on the other hand, she goes home for Christmas kind of just to see her family, but they're not necessarily big Christmas people. She says that they can go months without speaking to each other and it's fine, like nothing's wrong, but just they're not a overly clingy family, I suppose. So we are following them. They accidentally end up on that same flight the first year, and then after that they decide to make it a tradition to always fly together. Better to have a companion for the 7-hour flight than to not. And so we are now jumping between past and present timelines of seeing each of their previous flying experiences, and then now and in today's timeline, they're having a very difficult time getting to Ireland. But our female main character is going above and beyond to try and get Andrew home because she just knows how important it is for him. They do have their first kiss within the first 100 pages, and that is initially when she realizes, wait a minute, I enjoyed that, what is going on? Had never really thought of him romantically before that happened, but once their kiss happened, she was, a little freaked out as to what that meant and what he thought. And this has been really cute so far. You see that they just really care for each other in a friend way, at least to start with, and then just, as things escalate from there. And it is just so fun because I was literally traveling for the holidays yesterday. So reading this and their chaotic experience made me very grateful for the short 40-minute flight I had from Boston to New Jersey. But overall, really good so far. I don't think right now I'm feeling the way other people on YouTube have felt recently. I have seen some just absolute rave reviews. And granted, I'm only 50% of the way in. They're getting close to making it to Ireland. So I'm curious how the rest of the second half of the book is going to go, since that kind of main portion problem is about to be solved. But as I said, really enjoying it. Excited to see where it goes and just how their relationship develops, if this could potentially end up becoming a 5-star for me. But yeah, I will update you when I read more. you saw this morning, I finished Holiday Romance, and I enjoyed this book. I thought it was a very enjoyable, obviously Christmassy read that just really captured the holiday spirit, especially with Andrew's family, who in this book is a very big Christmas family. I will say, I feel like this book was maybe a little bit overhyped. At least just I was maybe expecting more, so maybe that was just my own problem and, you know, assumptions I had going in. I did really enjoy it. I feel like, honestly, overall, I didn't end up feeling super attached to any of the characters. They were great characters. I really enjoyed them. I liked them both, very likable. But just at the same time, it felt a disconnect. And there also ended up being a third act conflict that I felt was a little unnecessary and also kind of quickly happened and then like was wrapped up. I don't know. But I did overall really enjoy it. I liked the ending. The ending was very cute as well. And overall, I think I'm going to give this book 3.5 stars. So, oops. I didn't realize I was clicking through on here. My bad. But anyway, that is going to conclude this video of me reading Christmas books. I started this video off reading Good Spirits by B.K. Borison, which was my book of the month pick, and really enjoyed that one. So I enjoyed the magical realism aspect of it. Again, also really likable characters who I also thought they were really funny as well. And just a great holiday read for sure. That was a 4-star book for me. And then, as I said, Holiday Romance was a 3.5 stars. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, all of the wonderful things, and I hopefully will see you next time. Bye!